Reset TV was good, y'all. It's gravitating away, and got a little special one, man. I was waiting for this personally, and it finally dropped. Charleston White, on the Real Podcast Network. I'm gonna have these brothers full interview of Charleston White down below. But Charleston White gives his 2 cents on the Cam Newton situation. And he also chimes in on Richard Sherman's recent DUI arrest. Now, we're going to go ahead and react to this while it plays along. Real quick, y'all, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, like, share. I see y'all rocking with me. This is a video I edited myself because I don't want any copyright strikes. But hang in there. The brother drops special gems per usual.
Did do an interview. We spoke on it. Cam Newton, over 7 million views very quickly. One of the biggest rated Charleston White interviews, and y'all really had a back and forth going at it.
Yeah. He was trying to big dog me.
He was trying to big dog. You didn't drop some behind the scenes of the car game. Cam Newton swinging around little 19-year-olds and shit on ESPN. What's the first thing that come to your head seeing this 6 foot, whatever the fuck nigga with a hat on, just gorilla handling niggas, throwing the niggas around?
I seen him having mercy. He's a big guy. He's a very large guy, and what I seen a man having mercy, because only the strong can show compassion for the weak. I seen them trying to throw punches at him.
Yeah.
And he didn't throw not one punch.
Yeah.
So that's a level of restraint and compassion that most of us don't have as men toward our own people. So I never seen him throw one punch. And I know he gets attacked a lot out there.
Yeah.
We go say he funny dressing, we go say he arrogant, but he does a lot for them kids.
I stopped it right there because I've heard all of this before, and I'm sure you guys have too. People always attack Cam Newton's style. Now, I don't know if Cam participate in the way he dresses for shock value. Hey, that's another way to get put on, but to be fair, Cam been doing this way before he left the league. But Charleston mentioned something that a lot of people don't point out. Cam gets attacked a lot. I'm talking about by his own people, by his peers, by, the numerous different networks and analysts, reporters that he played ball to allow them to have a job, right? Because basically their profession is to criticize these professional players. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I've noticed it always leans towards negative when it's dealing with Cam Newton. Cam gets attacked a lot. Rarely do you see the status quo mention all the good that Cam Newton is. For instance, with his youth foundation, Cam has been attacked multiple times, verbally that is. So I personally wasn't surprised there's a situation that's gone physical, because it's not guys, girls, and boys that look like the Peyton Mannings of the world, the Tom Brady's of the world attacking Cam Newton. It's other people that look like him. That's the sad part. So with all of these attacks, you would just think you was going to see a video of Cam, putting NyQuil sleep action in full effect on these ignorant ass ninjas. But no, Cam showed proper discernment, understanding that he can't, that's a situation he can't win. Had he knocked one of these ninjas out, you know what the press was going to be. And guess what? Even with Cam showing restraint, they still try to tarnish that brother's name. Mind you, everybody that threw smut on Cam's name were other black men and women. I mean, it's sad, y'all.
Travis Hunter, for one of Deion boys went through his program.
Yeah.
I've had people send me videos of Cam Newton 3-4 years ago before I even done an interview to try to make him look bad because he wouldn't speak to the kids. So he's been antagonized. He's been attacked a lot going out there, homie. So naturally we're gonna look at it and he's gonna be the bad guy. So that's what I tell my people, homie. No matter what happens in a situation, it's gonna be Charleston White. It's gonna be Charleston White. People are not gonna try to figure out what really happened. So it just automatically became about Cam Newton. But homie, he was being attacked. And he wasn't trying to hurt nobody.
Yeah. It's funny because people I spoke to about this situation have said, like, man, Cam don't really be on that type of time. Like, really, like, when you see what's playing out, you're like, he's not really that kind of guy at this moment.
Well, he was talking to me like he was.
That's why I was asking. I was going to ask you, how was he talking to you?
Y'all saw the interview?
Yeah, I seen it. I'm like...
Speaking of that interview, I don't think Cam Newton was talking crazy to Cat Williams, but I think Cam underestimated, and I meant Charleston White. Sorry, Cat Williams, Rat Williams. Easy mix-up. But I don't think Cam Newton was talking crazy to Charleston, but he did underestimate Charleston. And if y'all haven't watched that interview, I would ask you to check it out. Very pivotal interview. You could see Cam Newton left just beyond belief. Couldn't believe what he was hearing. And I don't think he thought Charleston was that sharp. So maybe that's what, Charleston was taking out of it. Like, yo, he's coming at me a certain way. Mind you, this is YouTube, y'all. So clearly Cam was trying to get viral moments and it backfired. But it all was positive. I could see the level of admiration and respect Cam Newton had for Charleston White. Honestly, you could see it. And that's why I didn't hear Charleston going too crazy about that interview. But hey, it is what it is.
I heard what he said about Woo. So he was talking like he that kind of nigga.
I can see the arrogance sometimes.
But he been playing football, so we see he haven't had no off the field incidents to say he's this kind of guy. People going off his arrogance. Mm-hmm. He a superstar. Most superstars are arrogant. Don't you see the way Michael Jordan chew gum? Arrogant motherfucker. Kobe, arrogant motherfucker. So that's the natural arrogance. Is a trait of a star, homie. Right. So people are saying it's about him based off his arrogance. That's why I was saying, man, come on, Cam, you just talking, my nigga. You've been a football player. I know he just talking. But he a big nigga and he can hurt somebody. But what we seen right there was a man showing restraint, homie.
Yeah.
Stopping somebody from hitting him, and he never fired off to hit nobody. You gotta respect him for that, homie.
Yeah, it's crazy. The same day that happened, I believe it was Richard Sherman got arrested for DUI.
I want to stop it right there. As good as I am on trying to keep up with current events, I'll be honest with y'all. That Cam Newton situation did eclipse the Richard Sherman situation. And I was embarrassed for Richard personally. I don't know if many of y'all even knew that, Richard got caught up in a DUI situation. But I don't know all of the details to judge that brother. But I will say this. Richard Sherman has had a past with alcohol and police involved. I just know it's not a good look, but I'm not going to go ahead and bash the brother. We got enough people bashing black men as it is. And for all I know is I've never heard, the worst type of news about Richard Sherman, but this was a bad look. And I feel like somewhere deep down inside, Richard was like, thank God that shit happened to Cam, because a lot of people wasn't necessarily addressing it. Real quick, let me meet y'all in the comment section about that situation if you know what's going on with First Take. Because usually when things like that happen, boom, they get you up out of there.
And it's like they were saying that, hey, Richard Sherman's DUI got eclipsed by Cam Newton's fight. Do you feel like that? Because, Richard Sherman, he's on First Take and everything. Do you feel like, hey, if the Cam Newton thing that happened, Richard Sherman's DUI, would be first page news everywhere? Because they love to see a black man who's shooting to the stars have that moment of,
I think it's more black people that are shaming him than white people.
Oh, man.
See, I don't think white people really get a kick out of watching us shoot to the stars and fall down, because they embrace them niggas so much as they shooting to the stars.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? Homie, they embrace a nigga so much that they shoot. It's black people wanting to see a nigga fall down. Homie, I never even knew Richard Sherman got arrested for a DUI. Yeah. Nigga, I caught a DWI last year. Nigga, it's so easy to catch a DWI.
So easy.
So why, nigga, Cam is...
Just for the sake of safety, I don't know if y'all like me. I just know too many people, including friends and family, that's lost their lives over drunk driving. Please be careful. Drink smart, y'all.
That shit we see with Cam is way bigger than his DWI because this over here, they fighting in front of kids.
Yeah.
So this go in this, and he's being jumped. And it's multiple black people. This one man having a mishap, I don't think that's as sensationalized as now. If he would have got drunk and he was found with a prostitute and he fought with the police, then yeah. But this shit over here with Cam Newton is way more newsworthy.
Man, come on.
All right, that was it. I don't have too much to add. You know, Charleston per usual. Some people like him, some people don't. You know, I'm under, you know, the impression that, you know, this brother really fulfills his character role quite accurate. You know, he does a good job of catching your attention with the character side, but for the most part, Charleston does a great job representing what most of us think, but maybe some of us don't want to come out publicly. But to the Cam Newton situation, look, I'll end it like this. It's sad, but it's such a true statement when I'm saying most of the bad press that has garnered attention about Cam Newton has been vilified mostly by people that look like me and y'all. And I'm saying y'all because anybody could be watching, but I'm really talking to my people because end of the day, we do a great job of placing a disservicement onto one another, whether it's talking down on somebody's name, whether rooting for their demise and downfall, pure hate. I don't know what it is, but them brothers that attacked Cam Newton and came out and gave that weak ass apology, I don't respect y'all. TSP, TPS, whatever y'all is, y'all got to get up out of there because I know that type of behavior has already been running rampant. And to think you guys been under the lead, well, the leadership, having children under that lead, I know for a fact there's been many children, yes, while you're doing a good deed and being there to help children, I'm under the impression you guys have done more of a disservice and showing them the worst ways to behave, the worst ways to act, therefore pushing out more misrepresentation of the black community. So no, I need guys like that out of there because end of the day, I rock with Cam Newton. And it's not about the money. I don't care if you got money or not. I just know this culture is literally breathing the toxic nature of a lot of you degenerates. I ain't talking about black people. I'm talking about you ignorant folks. And we got to start showing a line in that sand where there's a difference with us. All blacks don't behave like that. It's just you ignorant Fs that got to get up out of here. Look, I ain't going to say too much. This was Gravitating Away on Reset TV, man. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, hit that like button. Help me break that algorithm. And I'll meet y'all till next time. Mahalo.